Let's discover how to create a receptionist application for your robot. As a reminder, the receptionist application allows people to identify themselves directly on the robot and also to inform staff members of their arrival. So today I will take a real use case. Let's imagine we are in a medical clinic and the goal of the robot is to welcome the people at the clinic and also to inform their doctors of their arrival. So here in your Spark menu, the first step is to add the receptionist application in our menu. So select the receptionist here. So here, directly on the tablet preview, you can change the title and define a subtitle. So we can change the icon too, and we save. Let's click on the receptionist application. As you can see here above, you have all the steps of the scenario, from introduction to the guest identification, then the notification to be sent to the staff member, and the conclusion. But first, let's take a look at our General tab. The first step here is to define a default background that will be displayed everywhere in your application. So here you have other options, such as the listening mode, the timeouts, but then let's check the languages. So here we have the English and French available for our receptionist scenario. Let's move to the receptionist scenario. So as you can see here, the first step is to define an introduction sentence said by the robot when the application starts. So in our case, we can say something like, "Welcome to our medical clinic." And here you can click on the tablet preview or on more options. It is extending a new section. Everything on the right here is related to the tablet configuration, and on the left, everything related to the robot's behaviors, such as the robot speech. You can add a cursor face, a body animation, or a sound. But for now, let's keep it simple and just put a title. So now, let's move to the second step, the guest identification. So in our use case, we want the robot to be able to collect the family names of the people in order to recognize them. So here at the bottom, just enable the guest identification. Let's add the first ID mode. So to collect the family names, we will use the text input here. So the people will just have to enter their family names directly on the robot's tablet. So here we can just edit the title and the robot speech. Then let's add a second ID mode. As you can see, we have the choice. We may use an email address, a phone number, a digit code, a QR code. If we click here, we have access to advanced features such as the face recognition, NFC tag that could be used by the robot to ask people to scan their Medicare card, for example. But in our case, we want to use the appointment number. So let's select the number input. And here it is exactly the same process. Enter your appointment number. Now let's click on Go back to guest identification step. So as you can see here, we have a menu, so people will have the choice to give their family name or their appointment numbers. So here we can add a title. We can change the icons. At the bottom here, you have another option. You can make the identification mandatory. Otherwise, people can just skip the identification step. Now let's move to the next step, the personal greetings. In our use case, we want the robot to give a personal message to the people who have been recognized by the robot. So here below, just enable the personal greetings. Let's add our first guest. So at the clinic today, we know there is Mr. Smith coming for his appointment. So here we just put his name. Below here we will enter all the possible values that Mr. Smith can enter on the robot. So it could be Smith, John Smith, John. Here we know his appointment number is 1234. And below here we will define the personal message that will be given by the robot when Mr. Smith has been recognized. So here hello Mr. Smith, glad to see you today. Then if we click here on go back to guest list, as you can see we have our first guests. Of course you can add as many guests as you need. Then below here you have another option, guest must be known. So if it is activated, the guest that identifies will have to be in the known guest list to continue this receptionist scenario. So now let's discover the next step, the notification to be sent to the staff member. So let's imagine in our medical clinic we have two doctors and there is one who wants to be contacted only by SMS and the other one only by email. So let's select first the email. Here above you have an option called leave a message. So people will be able to leave a voice message that will be recorded by the robot and sent with a notification. And below you have everything related to the email configuration. So here you can define the email that will receive all the notification. You can put a subject. There is a patient waiting for his appointment. And here you can define the message the robot. And here below you have more advanced features where you can edit all the panels or tablet display, like when the robot is sending the notification or when the robot wasn't able to send the notification. Now let's add a second method for the second doctor, the SMS. So as you can see, it is exactly the same process, but instead of an email address, you can put a phone number. So this doctor will receive all the notification by SMS. And that's all. Now let's go back to the notification step. And here we can change the icons with Mr. Albert, who wants to be contacted only by email. And here, let's call her Dr. Young, who wants to be contacted only by SMS. So here we can change the title. And here, for the robot speech, please choose the doctor you have an appointment with. And then finally, end of the receptionist scenario. If you click here on Set Next Action, you can see that you have the choice between starting a new content or asking the robot to go to a specific place inside the clinic, only if you have activated the navigation module in your menu. So in our use case, we want the robot to bring the people to the waiting room at the end of the receptionist scenario. Then we select, and then we can define a robot speech. Let's go to the waiting room now. Please follow me. We can also add a title. And we are all set. Now let's make a review of all the content that have been defined in the scenario. Let's go back to the first step. So as an introduction sentence, the robot will say, "Welcome to our medical clinic." Then People will have the choice to give their family names or an appointment number in order to be identified by the robot. After that, the robot will give a personal message to Mr. Smith when he is recognized by the robot. Then, people will have the choice to select Dr. Albert or Dr. Young. One wants to be contacted by email and the other one by SMS. And finally, at the end of the scenario, the robot will propose to go directly to the waiting room.